Hey, I wanted to get on here and talk about some of the medications that we're using in our weight loss clinic. One of the most successful medications that we're having success with is ozempic or GLP-1 agonists such as Saxenda, Wegovy, Ozempic, etc. The problem with these meds is they're pretty expensive if insurance covers them. They are affordable, but a lot of times insurance won't cover them without certain diagnoses like diabetes. And Wegovy is a newer version of Ozempic, and it is approved for weight loss, but we have found that a lot of insurances won't cover weight loss medications. So what we do is we try to send it over under the name of Ozempic, and if your insurance covers, great. If it doesn't, we'll offer you a sample pen. If you like the sample pen, you will let us know and we can order it from our compounding pharmacy. Our compounding prices are about $250 for 2 milligrams, which could last you 1 to 2 months, depending on what dose you're at. $350 for 5 milligrams, which should last you 1 to 3 months, depending on what dose you're at. Usually, if we have samples, we can offer you a sample. So if you come into my office and get a sample, this is how you use the pen. So it'll be in a box like this. And it has 2 doses on it, 0.25 and 0.5. So you open the box, and this box contains all the instructions to set it up. So if you forget what we're talking about, you can rewatch the video, or you can go over the instructions from top to bottom. When you open it up here, it says, I injected myself on such and such day. It doesn't matter what day you inject yourself. It doesn't matter what time of day that you inject yourself. Usually if you're going to have any symptoms like the nausea, vomiting, gastric upset, they're worse the first few weeks, and they usually get better after that. They're also worse the higher fat and higher sugars, higher processed foods that you eat as well. If you eat too much, if you eat too fast, it can cause some issues with gastric upset. So if you I wouldn't take it before I was going out of town or something. What we do is we usually keep people on the lowest dose possible as long as they're losing weight. If you want to go up, you can always text us or call us about going up, and we could talk about that adjustment. The problem with going up is that it's hard to go back down. So we have a lot of patients that stay on this low dose and they do really well. So I usually mark this bottom out. I injected myself weekly 0.5 milligrams on the dates below. If you go up, we could use this, but we'll usually stay at 0.25 milligrams. So what I'm gonna do is wash or sanitize your hands. And then we will open this. This has all the prescribing information, all the studies. There's a lot of good information. If you have any questions about it, you can call or text me. There's also some numbers on there where you can call the company, and they are good at answering a lot of the questions. These are the box of needles. It comes with 6 needles. This is technically what we usually use as 8 doses. You can buy more needles on Amazon, or you can choose to use 2 of the needles twice. So this comes refrigerated when I give it to you, but after you open it, you don't have to refrigerate it at all. So we're gonna open the box of needles, 6 needles, like that. That's a needle. You'll take the top off like this. And see, it has a little needle that will puncture the top of that pin. So we will put them together, righty-tighty. Okay, take that off. Okay, now you have another needle cap right here. So don't forget to remove that when you're ready to hook yourself. But before we do that, we need to prime our pin. We only have to prime our pin one time, the first time we open it. So how we prime it is we go to this part where it shows you dosages, and you'll click. And you'll click to the 2 dots. That means prime. So you'll click to that, and then you'll press this gray button just in the air, because what you're doing is you're priming that needle. You're getting the medication in that needle. And then when you're ready to inject, you will go all the way up till you see the 0.25 milligrams in the window. If you end up going too far, you can go back down. If we go to 0.5 milligrams, that's how much it goes all the way. Go back down. So if we want to do a 0.25 milligram, we will go to there. You'll take this off. There's your needle. And you will clean off your stomach. I think that that's the best place. It has to be at least 2 inches from your belly button. You'll grab a piece of fat on your belly, and you will put it like this and push the gray button all the way down, and you'll hear it click and reload. Once it's pushed all the way down and reloaded, it'll go back down to 0. If it didn't, then you didn't click it. Also, after you inject, I would also hold the gray button down and hold the pin in my skin for 10 seconds, just to make sure you've got everything from there. So then you can wrap this back up, put it in your box. And that's all. If you have any questions, you can let me know. Call, text, email us. We're really available. If you need help giving your first shot, we can do it in office or do like a FaceTime and help you with it. If the nausea is too bad, don't stop it. We could do a half dose twice a week. We could always add nausea medicine. Just let us know. We're happy to help and so excited to have this medication. So just let us know if you have any questions. Thank you.